Podcast. For the fans, by the fans. For the love of the game.
How's it going, Braves fans? Welcome to Chop House Chatter. I'm Jackson.
And I'm Thomas, and welcome to the first episode of 2024. It's been a second, and I'm hoping that we can post a lot more this year.
Yeah, it's good to get on. The Braves have had a very busy off season, and we've been relatively quiet. Busy at the end of the year. I've been sick since Christmas Day.
And I work in retail, and if you know anything about retail, over Christmas, over winter break, I was slammed. I hope to not ever work retail over Christmas again, but we'll see what happens this year.
Yeah, so we're free. Pitchers and catchers report in like a month. So, life is good, Thomas. Life is good. So
I'm just gritting my teeth and rubbing my hands, ready for some more Atlanta Braves baseball.
I know. Can MLB stop posting about the Dodgers?
I don't think it's possible.
I know it's not possible, but if MLB can post about, just being excited for baseball season rather than just post about the Dodgers every 5 minutes, it would certainly help it go a lot quicker.
They have to just keep rubbing the Dodgers. They have to keep rubbing shoulders with Shohei. It's either Shohei, Dodgers, Yamamoto. It's all of that. It's Dodgers, ESPN in bed together.
This feels like a prime letdown season after all that hype up,
Yeah, we did not end the season the way we wanted to, but hopefully this offseason projects us and pushes us to what we're supposed to be in 2024. And that's exactly where we were supposed to be in 2023.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Braves still have the best team on paper.
Yeah.
It's great. As crazy as it sounds.
Offensively, we did not change. We will have the exact same team as last year, with exception of our new left fielder. And then we just improved the pitching staff. You want to hit on one of those?
Yeah, I mean, they've gone out and they've got Reynaldo Lopez and Aaron Bummer, both of whom are pretty good pitchers. I think Lopez is going to be really big because, we were trotting out Michael Tonkin in like 70 games last year.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to throw shade on Michael Tonkin. He was really solid for the Braves last year, but Reynaldo Lopez is Michael Tonkin, but throws 100 miles an hour. So,
and that's what I wanted with, especially when Spencer Strider had that breakout season. I wanted him in the bullpen that year because of how much of a threat that big high-speed beamer can be in the late innings of the bullpen. But he's just too dominant of a starter. Got to have him in the rotation. So I love having that caliber pitcher in the bullpen.
Yeah, I think, the Braves got them both for basically nothing. I mean, Lopez was a free agent, and then they went out and got Chris Sale for Vaughn Grissom.
Say it one more time. Chris Sale. Love having that caliber pitcher, but hate having to give up Vaughn Grissom. I loved Vaughn.
Well, think about it this way, Thomas. Where's Vaughn Grissom going to play?
Yeah, he was blocked. I understand it, but it's those homegrown players. I hated losing Christian Pache. I hated getting rid of Shea Langoliers. Hated getting rid of Vaughn Grissom. It's those homegrown players that you've seen go through the system. Hate getting rid of those players, and then love watching them just grow and do what they do with other teams. I love seeing them become stars with other teams.
Yeah, and I mean, I think what was really important is, you trade away a piece like Grissom, who's young and, developable, who's going to, be on the Red Sox. Ideally, for the Red Sox point of view, for like the next 5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
Going out and extending Chris Sale, who I know he hasn't pitched a ton since 2019, but you can kind of throw 2020 out the window because that season doesn't really count. And I'm talking to you, Dodgers fans, if you're lurking. But, when he's been healthy, he's been pretty good. I know he only threw 102 innings last year, but a 4.3 ERA. His FIP was a lot better, but the velocity looked like Chris Sale. He was throwing 97 miles an hour and had a nasty slider.
I'm hoping him coming over to the Braves and him not having to be the franchise best pitcher. He doesn't have to be vintage Chris Sale. Just slide into a position role. Just do what we need you to do each outing. You don't have to be the best pitcher on the rotation. You don't have to be the best player on the team. And I'm hoping that less stress will have him be a better player.
Yeah, and Truist Park isn't exactly a pitcher's paradise, but I think it is a lot better than Fenway in the fact that Sale's left-handed, so the righties are going to hit him a little bit better. And the Green Monster's there. All you got to do is hit it like 200 feet.
Yeah.
You got like a stand-up double. So I think that'll definitely help him out. And I think the Braves having the depth they have at like the fourth and fifth starter spots can kind of help. If Chris Sale needs to take a week or two off, or maybe they can move Chris Sale to the bullpen.
Yeah.
Come playoff time, and you can be that multi-inning guy that just comes out and throws 100 miles an hour.
I was thinking about that for Noah Syndergaard. Syndergaard, he's not Thor anymore. Notice I said Noah. He's not Thor, but if someone can still squeeze out 1-2 innings every third game out of Noah Syndergaard and not try to push and make him a starter, he might be another resurgence of what he used to be.
Yeah. And you talk about, not pushing pitchers, 1, 2. I was reading a really interesting article because I am the stats guy about pitchers facing hitters the third time through the order and how it's becoming less of a common thing. And somebody said, at what point do we stop trying to throw 5 starters every 4 days? You throw them every 5 days and they pitch 5 innings, and you just go to a 4-man rotation.
Yeah.
And then just pull them after 5 every time.
Essentially, wouldn't that be similar to having what is the term they use when they bring out the bullpen pitcher to start the game?
The bullpen game?
Yeah, the bullpen game where you just have them, hey, throw 2-3 innings and then we're pulling you. Essentially, is that what we're going to now?
I mean, I think baseball's trending in a direction where you might see teams run only 3 or 4 starters, but they get their 80, 90 pitches in, and then you go to a swing man, or you're going to throw 4 really good innings today. And since you threw like 6 innings the other day, you're gassed. So we'll just go straight to the swing man. So it'll be really interesting. I think the Braves are at kind of like the forefront. They have one of the best bullpens in the MLB. They're projected to have the best bullpen in the MLB. And you can see why, when you get Aaron Bummer for nothing, basically, you can have guys that have that kind of stuff. I think the rotation and the bullpen's been pretty solved. Although on a funny note, you might see Charlie Culberson pitch out of the bullpen in spring training. I don't know if you heard about that.
I did not hear about that, but hey, Charlie Clutch, anytime he's in a Braves uniform, I'm happy to see it. Don't care what positions he's in, because he can literally play anywhere on the field.
Yes. As of today, Friday, January 12th, it looks like Culberson is going to, break Braves minor league camp as a pitcher.
All right.
So he's trying to reinvent himself. So do you know how hype it would be to get Charlie Culberson in?
That would be amazing. But do what you got to do, Charlie. I am always going to be a fan of yours.
Yeah. So Culberson striking out Mookie Betts looking to win the NLCS?
No, I want him striking out Freddie Freeman. I don't care. I want it to be Freddie Freeman. We strike out, last out, and send us to the World Series.
Gotta be looking though on like a 82-mile-an-hour 2-seam fastball or something like that.
Exactly. Either that or, hey, let's just caution to the wind. Strike out Ohtani. Just for funs.
That would be pretty fun. I'd take that.
So how will the offense look with this new face in the lineup? Got Jared Kelenic, right?
Yeah. I haven't really talked a lot about Jared Kelenic on here. And in fact, I haven't even talked a lot about him on Top Fan, but he used to be the number 1 prospect in baseball.
Yeah.
So that is something, guys that are usually ranked number 1 aren't ranked number 1 because, I guess this guy, he's got all the tools. He's pretty quick. He's got some speed. He's got some pop. I mean, for a stretch last year for Seattle, he was Seattle's best hitter.
Not J-Rod? Thought J-Rod was the top the whole year.
J-Rod, when he went on that streak where he had like 19 total bases in 4 games, that's when he started to catch fire or something like that. But
got it.
I think Kelenic, like right before then, was carrying the offense. You look at his numbers. He's played only at the major league level with Seattle. And, you look at the numbers and you go, man, not very good. But let me tell you something about Seattle, Thomas.
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's very cold.
I mean, it's on the ocean, and that ballpark is big.
Career average 204. That's
Yeah.
really.
The only thing that alarms me is if you look at those strikeout totals
Mhm.
compared to his walk totals.
Yeah.
Little alarming, but the Braves, what they do to hitters,
Yeah.
they teach them how to be more selective and teach them to look for their pitch. So
See,
if
the transition Ronnie made over the offseason last year to going into 2023, that was a completely different hitter up there.
Acuna went from this guy's really exciting to watch hit to you need to watch every Ronald Acuna Jr. at bat.
Exactly.
Which is crazy. But Kelenic, 14 home runs in 93 games playing in Seattle. That's some big time power.
So where does that translate when you're playing in Atlanta? So is he 14? Is he going to jump up to that 20 mark?
I think he'll hit 20, 25 home runs with the chop house there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to feast on the chop house. You don't have to hit it too far. That wall's a little tall.
Yeah.
Guys with big power. We see it. Matt Olson hits missiles and almost
over the chop house.
Yeah, almost kills those poor people sitting in the first row.
So where are you
Rosario
sliding?
hit a few.
Where are you sliding Kelenic in the lineup? Is he going to have more protection in Atlanta than Seattle?
I think so. I think you slide him in at like 7th. I think,
I was
putting him
thinking
behind
8th, right in front of Michael Harris.
I think you only avoid that to avoid stacking left-handed hitters.
Oh, lefty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot all about that. Yeah. So sit him 7th. Is Arcia right-handed?
Yeah. So you put him 7th, you put him Arcia there, and then you put Michael Harris right behind.
And Michael Harris, he's a textbook number 2 hole hitter. But when you got a lineup as deep as the Braves do, I like turning it over with him at batting line.
Oh yeah, and don't let Michael Harris's numbers fool you from last year. They were down from his crazy rookie year, but he was making a lot better contact. So I expect Michael Harris to, just pop off again.
Yeah,
especially coming out of the gate healthy because he hurt himself pretty early on in the season with a knee injury, which can sap your power a bit. But going back to Kelenic, I think Kelenic is in a perfect position in that 7 hole too with that pop. Even with, you got Ozuna and Murphy hitting ahead of you. Heck, he could probably hit behind Marcell Ozuna if they wanted to put Murphy a little further back. I think with runners on base, if the Braves can, fix his problem because he can't hit the breaking ball, allegedly is the scouting report. And all that reminds me is of a guy named Austin Riley.
Yeah.
When he came up, they figured him out, couldn't hit the breaking ball. Fast forward a season and a half, Riley's elite. He's probably the quietest elite hitter in MLB. He's gone back-to-back seasons with like 37 home runs or something like that. And people don't even mention Austin Riley when they talk about the Braves lineup, which is mind-boggling.
So last name before we end it, who is your prediction for the 2024 Braves MVP?
It's going to be Ronnie again. Acuna's too good, man.
As good as Acuna was last year, as good as he was last year, he's going to have a drop-off to me. So I'm giving my MVP to Austin Riley, who you were just talking about, because he was that quiet assassin last year. I think he's just going to have a boom year in 2024. So that's who I'm giving my MVP for this upcoming season.
That's a good pick considering he had a really bad first half. If he can get the ball rolling from the second half of this year into the first half of next year, he's going to hit 45 home runs.
Got it. Anything else for you for this episode?
Only that I'm the luckiest Braves fan alive because guess where the Braves open the season this year, Thomas?
Who do we open the season with, sir?
They opened at Philadelphia, so I will be at opening day for the second consecutive year.
All right. So we will be doing a live broadcast for that. I will make sure I am off, and we're going to do a live broadcast with you in the stadium. Make sure it works this time rather than when we were at the watch party last year.
Yeah, we'll work out the kinks ahead of time.
Yes, we'll make sure it works this year.
But yeah, it's exciting. I'll be excited to watch the Braves absolutely dunk on the Phillies.
Do it. So, let's do it.
Let's do it. It was good to hop on and chat. And, let's talk Brave baseball soon.
Yes. Yes, we are getting there. Less than a month away. Let's just go ahead and get back into the swing of things.
All right. I think that's all for today. But, thanks for listening, everyone. And, until next time, chop on.
Chop on.